Cranston leaders are now working together on new legislation after a woman with autism who had been missing for 4 days was found alive.
Mayor Ken Hopkins says this past week's search put a spotlight on a gap in the state's alert system for people with disabilities. Kate Wilkinson spoke with a local disability advocate and the state lawmaker that's working on the bill. She joins us now live in studio with an update.
There are statewide alerts for missing seniors and children, but Cranston leaders say Rhode Island doesn't have an alert system for adults with disabilities. Mayor Hopkins says it's time that changed. A 4-day search ending in relief when 45-year-old Linda DeLumba was found alive. Police say the Cranston woman is autistic and nonverbal. Allison DuPont, a disability advocate, says her sister is also nonverbal. She says minutes matter, especially in these kinds of searches.
Their disability prevents them from being able to interact with the world the same way we do, but they're aware of a lot more than people give them credit for, and certainly enough to be really frightened.
But DuPont says DeLumba and her sister would be too young to trigger a silver alert in Rhode Island, which is for people 60 and up.
I've learned a long time ago that out of tragedies come opportunities.
Yesterday, Mayor Hopkins announced he had asked State Rep Christopher Paplauskas to come up with legislation to create what he's calling the Linda Alert System.
This would kind of close that gap in public safety, which we have seemed to realize over the course of the last week.
Paplauskas says he is reaching out to state agencies like Rhode Island Emergency Management to come up with a bill to fill that gap. And he says it's already gaining bipartisan support. But DuPont says it's important that lawmakers ensure that this bill takes a targeted approach to who the alert system would be for, similar to how the silver alert system already works for seniors.
Is this person able to communicate with others? Do they have safety awareness? You know, do they know how to get help? Or do they have medical conditions that make them really vulnerable?
The bill has not yet been filed at the Rhode Island State House, but other states like Georgia have passed similar legislation. Live in the studio, Kate Wilkinson, 12 News.